Sarah's life was a constant struggle, living paycheck to paycheck, but in just 3 days everything changed. She went from barely making ends meet to landing her dream job and a new home. How? Through a mind-bending belief system that challenges everything we thought we knew about reality. This isn't just Sarah's story. It could be yours too. What if you could harness the same power that Sarah did? What would your life look like in just 72 hours? The secret lies in a visualization technique that's both simple and profound. Are you ready to discover how Sarah transformed her life and how you might do the same? Picture Sarah, a single mother, standing in her small kitchen, her eyes fixed on a pile of unopened bills. The weight of her responsibilities feels like a physical force pressing down on her shoulders. Working 2 jobs, she still struggles to make ends meet, her dreams of providing a better life for her daughter slipping away. One evening, after tucking her daughter into bed with a forced smile, Sarah breaks down. The facade of strength crumbles, revealing her raw vulnerability. Tears stream down her face as she collapses onto the worn couch. The scent of her daughter's shampoo lingers on her shirt, a bittersweet reminder of the life she longs to provide. In the quiet of the night, Sarah's inner dialogue becomes a torrent of fear and frustration. "Will it always be like this?" she whispers, her voice barely audible. As she sits in the dim light, a memory surfaces. She sees her grandmother's weathered hands gently holding hers, her wise voice echoing, "Your thoughts shape your world, Sarah. Never forget that." At the time, those words had seemed like mere comfort. Now, in her despair, Sarah dismisses them once again. The next morning, as Sarah rushes to catch the bus, an advertisement catches her eye. "Unlock your potential. Free seminar on the power of visualization," it proclaims. She scoffs, yet can't shake a nagging sense of curiosity. What if there was something to it? The rational part of her brain dismisses these thoughts, but a small spark of hope refuses to be extinguished. Against her better judgment, Sarah attends the seminar. As she enters the room, she's greeted by a sea of eager faces. The energy is palpable, a mixture of hope and anticipation. She takes a seat near the back, her skepticism a shield against disappointment. The speaker takes the stage, exuding confidence. Sarah listens critically as he explains the principles of visualization. Her eyebrows raise in disbelief when he claims thoughts can change reality in just 3 days. Yet, as the seminar progresses, she finds herself absorbing every word. The stories of transformation shared by others begin to chip away at her doubt. As the seminar ends, Sarah finds herself at a crossroads. Part of her wants to dismiss everything as nonsense, to retreat to the safety of her familiar struggles. But another part whispers of possibility. In a moment of decision, Sarah resolves to give visualization a try for 3 days. As she leaves, a mixture of emotions swirls within her. Is she being foolish, or could this be the turning point she so desperately needs? Have you ever felt the weight of your own skepticism threatening to crush a fragile new hope? As Sarah embarks on her 3-day journey, she's about to discover that the greatest obstacle to change isn't her circumstances, it's her own mind. The alarm clock blares, jarring Sarah from a fitful sleep. As she blinks away the remnants of her dreams, anticipation and doubt swirl within her. Today marks the beginning of her visualization experiment, and she wonders, can she really change her life by changing her thoughts? Sarah closes her eyes and begins to paint a vivid mental picture of her dream life. She imagines herself in a fulfilling job, surrounded by supportive colleagues. In her mind's eye, she sees a comfortable home, free from the constant worry of unpaid bills. She feels the warmth of financial security wrapping around her like a protective blanket. But as Sarah tries to hold on to this beautiful vision, negative thoughts begin to intrude. "This is ridiculous," she thinks, her brow furrowing. "How can daydreaming pay my bills?" The stark reality of her current situation threatens to overshadow the fragile hope she's nurturing. Throughout the day, Sarah struggles to maintain focus during her visualization sessions. Her mind keeps wandering to her mounting debts and responsibilities, At work, she catches herself slipping into familiar negative self-talk. "I'll never get ahead," she mumbles. But then she remembers the seminar's teachings. With a conscious effort, she redirects her thoughts. "I am capable of creating positive change in my life," she affirms, feeling slightly awkward but determined. As she goes about her day, Sarah tries to act as if her desired reality is already true. She holds her head a little higher, smiles more often, and speaks with more confidence. But beneath the surface, she feels uncomfortable and slightly foolish. Is she just playing pretend, or could this really lead to tangible changes? By evening, Sarah is exhausted from the mental effort. The constant battle between hope and doubt has left her drained. As she collapses onto her couch, she wonders if she's wasting her time on a hopeless fantasy. But as she reflects on her day, Sarah realizes something important. The discomfort she's feeling, the resistance she's encountering, these are signs that she's pushing beyond her comfort zone. Sarah takes a deep breath and acknowledges the truth. Changing her thought patterns is harder than she expected. It's like trying to redirect a river that's been flowing in the same direction for years. But despite the challenges, she feels a tiny spark of hope flickering within her. As she prepares for bed, Sarah commits to seeing this through. She reminds herself that persistence is key. Even if she can't control her circumstances, she can control her thoughts and reactions. With each positive thought, each moment of visualization, she's laying the foundation for a new way of thinking. Sarah closes her eyes, ready to drift off to sleep. She wonders what tomorrow will bring. Will it get easier, or is she setting herself up for disappointment? Only time will tell. But for now, she chooses to believe in the possibility of change, however small it may be. Have you ever noticed how the world seems to respond differently when you change your inner dialogue? As Sarah embarks on day 2 of her journey, she's about to encounter a series of coincidences that will challenge everything she thought she knew about the power of positive thinking. Is the universe conspiring in her favor, or is her newfound perspective simply opening her eyes to opportunities that were always there? Sarah wakes up feeling surprisingly refreshed, a subtle shift from her usual groggy mornings. Could it be that her mind, usually clouded with worry, feels unexpectedly clear? Determined to give this experiment a fair chance, Sarah starts her day with a focused session, imagining her ideal life in vivid detail. As she closes her eyes, she can almost feel the warmth of financial security wrapping around her, the joy of a fulfilling job, and the peace of a stress-free home. At work, Sarah faces a particularly difficult customer. The old Sarah might have reacted with frustration, but today she pauses. She takes a deep breath, remembering her commitment to positive thinking. In that moment, something remarkable happens. Sarah handles the situation with unexpected patience and grace, diffusing the tension with a calm she didn't know she possessed. Her manager notices and compliments her approach, leaving Sarah with a sense of accomplishment she hasn't felt in a long time. Throughout the day, Sarah becomes more aware of her thoughts. She's surprised by how often she defaults to negative self-talk. Every time she catches herself slipping into negativity, she gently redirects her mind, choosing to focus on possibilities rather than problems. As Sarah continues her day, she starts to notice small, positive changes in her interactions with others. People seem to respond to her differently. Smiles come more easily. Conversations flow more smoothly. It's as if her inner light is shining a bit brighter, and others can't help but be drawn to it. Picking up her daughter from school, Sarah notices a help wanted sign at a nearby business. Her heart skips a beat as she realizes it's exactly the kind of job she visualized. Is this just a coincidence, or could her visualization be working in ways she never imagined? Sarah stands there, debating whether to inquire about the job. The old Sarah might have talked herself out of it, convinced she wasn't qualified or deserving. But today, something feels different. She remembers a quote from the seminar: "Growth begins at the edge of your comfort zone." With a deep breath, Sarah decides to trust the process and applies for the job. As she leaves, She feels a surge of confidence and hope washing over her. That night, as Sarah reflects on the subtle shifts in her day, she's cautiously optimistic. She wonders what the final day will bring. Will these small changes lead to something bigger? Or is she setting herself up for disappointment? Have you ever felt like you were on the cusp of a breakthrough, but feared it might slip away? As Sarah awakens on day 3, a mixture of hope and doubt swirls within her. What if everything she's experienced so far has been leading to this moment? The final day of her visualization experiment dawns, and with it comes an electric anticipation. Will her practice prove to be a life-altering revelation, or will reality come crashing down around her carefully constructed dreams? Sarah begins her day with the most focused and emotionally charged visualization yet. She allows herself to fully feel the joy of her desired reality, imagining every detail with vivid clarity. As she goes about her morning routine, she's hyper-aware of every interaction and occurrence. Is anything really changing, or is she simply seeing the world through rose-colored glasses? Her phone rings. It's the company where she applied yesterday. They want her to come in for an interview immediately. Sarah's heart races as she realizes this could be the moment she's been waiting for, but a nagging doubt lingers in the back of her mind. During the interview, Sarah's confidence wavers. The interviewer's questions become increasingly challenging, and she feels her carefully constructed vision slipping away. In a moment of desperation, Sarah takes a deep breath and remembers her visualization practice. Suddenly, her clarity returns. She answers with newfound assurance, impressing the interviewer with her positive attitude and forward-thinking approach. As Sarah leaves the interview, feeling cautiously optimistic, she receives a call from her landlord about a rent payment mix-up. Her heart sinks, fearing the worst. To her amazement, the landlord informs her that she's actually overpaid. In that moment, Sarah realizes that her entire perspective has shifted. She feels more in control of her life, actively shaping her reality. As the day ends, Sarah reflects on her 3-day journey. Has she truly manifested a new reality, or simply changed her perception of the existing one? The truth, she realizes, lies somewhere in between. Through the practice of cognitive reframing, Sarah has learned to view challenges as opportunities for growth, fostering a more positive outlook on life. Remember, studies have shown that positive expectations can lead to positive outcomes. Individuals who maintain a hopeful outlook are more likely to engage in behaviors that align with their goals, thereby increasing the likelihood of achieving those goals. Sarah's experience is a testament to this truth. But what about the skepticism that often accompanies these practices? Many of us face initial doubts when it comes to visualization techniques. Overcoming this skepticism is essential for experiencing the benefits. Sarah's journey shows us that cognitive reframing can help shift this skepticism into a more open mindset, allowing for greater receptivity to positive outcomes. As we consider Sarah's transformation, we must ask ourselves, how might these visualization techniques impact our broader society? What if we could harness this power not just for individual growth, but for collective change? The implications could be truly revolutionary. Have you ever wondered if the power of your thoughts extends beyond your own life? As we've journeyed with Sarah through her 3-day transformation, we've witnessed the incredible impact of visualization on one person's reality. But what if I told you that Sarah's story is just the beginning? There's a hidden force at work here, one that reaches far beyond a single individual's experience. Are you ready to explore how your thoughts might be shaping not just your world, but the world around you? The human mind is a marvel of creation, capable of reshaping itself through neuroplasticity, the brain's power to form new neural connections throughout our lives. Your thoughts are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind, nurturing new patterns of thinking and behavior. Consider the phenomenon of self-fulfilling prophecies. When we hold a positive expectation about an outcome, we're more likely to engage in behaviors that align with that expectation. It's as if our thoughts are sending out invisible ripples, subtly shaping the world around us to match our inner vision. In the world of sports psychology, Athletes who engage in mental rehearsal techniques often experience enhanced skills and confidence. It's not magical thinking. Their visualization prepares their minds and bodies for success, making them more likely to seize opportunities when they arise. Business leaders, too, harness the power of visualization. By cultivating a clear vision of success, they're able to inspire their teams and guide their companies towards greater productivity and innovation. Even in healthcare, the power of our thoughts is being utilized for healing. Visualization techniques like guided imagery have been shown to help patients manage pain and anxiety, reducing stress and improving overall well-being. But here's where we need to pause and reflect. If our thoughts truly have the power to influence our reality, what responsibility do we have for the thoughts we choose to nurture? The stories we tell ourselves, the beliefs we hold dear, they're not just private musings. They're shaping our actions, our relationships, and potentially even the world around us. So where does this leave us? Is visualization a magic bullet that will solve all our problems? No, of course not. But when used mindfully in conjunction with practical action, it emerges as a powerful tool for personal growth and life improvement. It's like a compass, helping us navigate towards our goals by keeping our focus on what's possible rather than what's holding us back. Now, you might be wondering, how can you harness this power in your own life? What practical steps can you take to align your thoughts with your deepest desires and goals? Let's explore some strategies that could transform your thinking and, in turn, your reality. Imagine a quiet corner in your home, a sanctuary where you can retreat and let your imagination soar. Picture soft lighting, a comfortable chair, and perhaps a gentle scent of lavender. This space will be your launching pad for change. As you begin this journey, you might feel uncomfortable or silly. That's normal. You're rewiring your brain, and change always feels strange at first. To overcome this resistance, focus on persistence and understand that this discomfort is a sign of growth. It's like spiritual growing pains. Just as a caterpillar must struggle to break free from its cocoon, you too must push through the initial awkwardness to emerge transformed. Let's dive into the first step of your 3-day challenge, choosing your focus. What specific aspect of your life do you want to improve? Maybe it's finding a more fulfilling job, like Sarah did, or perhaps you're seeking deeper relationships or improved health. Make it specific and meaningful to you. Once you've chosen your focus, create a vivid mental image. Close your eyes and imagine your desired outcome in detail. Engage all your senses. If you're visualizing a new job, hear the sounds of your new office, feel the texture of your desk, smell the aroma of fresh coffee in the break room. Now, add emotion. Let joy, excitement, and gratitude wash over you as if your vision has already come true. This emotional engagement gives your visualization its power. Consistency is key. Make visualization a daily habit, setting aside time in the morning and at night. Sneak in short sessions throughout your day. As you practice, be on the lookout for opportunities that align with your vision and take inspired action. Here's your 3-day visualization challenge. Day 1. Spend 10 minutes morning and night creating and reinforcing your vivid mental image. Practice quick 30-second sessions throughout the day. Day 2. Continue your sessions, focusing intensely on the emotions associated with your desired outcome. Day 3. Maintain your practice, but add an element of action. Look for opportunities that align with your vision and take at least one concrete step towards your goal. Approach this journey with an open mind and a balance of hope and grounded perspective. Remember, visualization is a powerful tool, but it's not magic. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions towards a common goal. Are you ready to reshape your reality? Your journey starts now. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and step into the realm of possibility. Your future self is waiting to meet you. Let's begin. Have you ever considered that your ability to visualize might be more than just a mental exercise? What if I told you that the images you create in your mind could be a form of communion with the divine? Let's explore how aligning our visualizations with God's will could unlock blessings beyond our wildest dreams. Visualization isn't just about manifesting material success. It's about aligning our deepest desires with a higher purpose. The concept of co-creation suggests that we have the power to partner with the divine in shaping our reality. When we visualize, we're actively participating in the unfolding of our destiny. The Bible speaks to the power of our thoughts in shaping reality. Proverbs 23:7 tells us, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." This ancient wisdom aligns perfectly with the modern understanding that our thoughts can influence our actions and circumstances. Consider the story of Joshua and Caleb in Numbers 13:2-14. While other spies saw only obstacles, Joshua and Caleb visualized victory in the Promised Land. Their faith-filled mental imagery aligned with God's will, leading to success where others faltered. Let's try a brief guided visualization together. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a beautiful garden. Feel God's presence all around you. Picture a path leading forward, representing your life's journey. As you walk, see yourself overcoming challenges and growing closer to God with each step. How does this vision make you feel? When we visualize, not just for our own benefit, but for the greater good, we unlock a new level of spiritual growth. Imagine achieving your goals and using that success to serve others, to make a difference in your community, to glorify God through your actions. As we practice visualization with this spiritual dimension, we may uncover our true divine purpose. It's as if, by aligning our thoughts with God's will, we're tuning into a frequency where His voice becomes clearer. To put this into practice, approach your visualization sessions with gratitude and openness. Invite God into the process, asking for His wisdom and guidance. Pay attention to the emotions and insights that arise. Are there ways your vision could expand to include service to others? Remember, visualization isn't about controlling the universe or bending God's will to our own. It's about aligning our hearts and minds with His purpose, using the incredible tool of imagination He's given us. It's a way of saying, "God, this is what I hope for, but I trust your plan above all." Imagine the incredible power within you. As Joe Dispenza says, "You are powerful beyond measure. You have the ability to create any reality you can imagine." This truth is like a seed waiting to sprout in your life. What if you could reshape your world in just 3 days? Picture yourself as a caterpillar, ready to transform. Remember Sarah's journey from skeptic to believer. By dedicating 3 days to her desires, she emerged transformed, spreading her newfound wings. Are you ready to cocoon yourself in visualization? Envision your deepest desires. What actions would that transformed you take? You're not a victim, but a creator. The power to shape your reality lies within. Will you awaken it? Your metamorphosis begins now. What beautiful reality will you create?